you know how to get there?
Sure, Angie told me all about it. She says there's an old abandoned mine nearby, just past the old fort. I drew a map. Take a look. It should bring us out on top of it.
Alright. Let's take a look at Rigmor's map. Alright, you remember what I said about Rigmor apparently being a really tough and effective fighter? Well, that might be true, and it might not be. But I'm just slightly doubting her skills as a cartographer. You drew this yourself? It's really good.
Yeah, that's quite something, right?
It certainly is. Let's go check this fort out.
Okay, follow me. Take Angie's horse. She won't mind.
I hate horses. I hate horses. I hate horses.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold.
In fact, forget the horse. Let's just follow her on foot.
Come on! Yeah!
This child has gone astray. She's out of her mind. This girl is never too late to shine. She cries for
Well, this is fun. You and me just walking around doing stuff to each other. I mean, with each other, but not like that. Like bonding. Not that kind, though.
You gotta take a little time to wonder. You've gotta take a little time to wonder. Can you feel the pain? Would you touch my skin? Can you feel the rain pour down on my head?
What are we going to kill today? Bandits? Forsworn? Imperials? Stormcloaks? So many choices. So hard to choose.
You gotta take a little time.
cries with fear, with pain, with rage and love.
Do you like to dance? I've heard that there's this dance called the horizontal dance. I think we should try it. Unfortunately, I've never seen anyone do it before.
I will... forget it. There's nothing I can say that'll top that. Alright, Rigmor, what's up? I'm guessing
The
this is the
entrance
place.
to the mine must be up there.
Yep. How do you want to do this?
Well, you're the tough guy, right? I'll follow your lead.
I am so not the tough guy. Alright. First thing we're going to do here is make sure...
Alright, that's far enough. What can I do for you, friend?
How did you sneak up on all four of us? Really? We are just passing through, heading up to the mine.
We're in control of this mine. You know how this works. Toll here is 100 gold.
I don't carry that much gold with me, I'm afraid.
Not my problem. You want through here, you pay. Or else.
$100 gold isn't worth dying over, my friend.
Okay, go on through. Time to find another job.
Guys, did you see that? That totally worked! None of you are impressed. Well, I'm impressed. Sofia? And Rigmor. Alright, I've cast a mark spell on each of my followers so that if any of them get separated, I can call them back. Now let's set ourselves up with Summon Death Guard. And I think Conflagrate. Hello, my easily bamboozled friend. No, probably he saw Sofia, Rigmor, and Gore behind me, and just decided it wasn't worth having to deal with all three of them.
That's close enough. That's close enough. That's close enough. I'm warning you. Back on.
Oh, friendly.
You're mine.
Really? Who are you attacking?
Help!
Someone do something!
Really? Seriously?
Why must there always be incest inside temples? It really does make me feel a little sick. Did I say incest? I meant incense. The smell really gets up my nose.
What did Rigmor just take from the body? Well, there's nothing particularly valuable there. I guess it's a good thing that Siggy is not avenging the death of her friend. Sorry about that, Siggy, but she did attack first.
Need something?
Very polite, aren't you, after your friend just got brutally murdered? Well, brutally killed, not brutally murdered. It's not murder if it's in self-defense. Rigmor still with me. Oh boy. Alright. Let's try some strategy here. Alright, bad strategy. Bad strategy! Terrible strategy! Guys, thank you for protecting your rather foolish leader. And by leader, I mean the guy that hangs around with you. There's a lot of dead stuff around here. I guess that deer put up quite a fight. Troll.
Lightweight loser.
This does it!
Well, you guys are very effective. I am less so. Ah! Don't fall. I guess the mine has in fact been discovered. Oh well. Please let me pass. Oh come on, it's no fun if you won't let me pass.
Skyrim. That would make things 10 times more fun. I mean, why would the guards discourage drunken behavior when they should be encouraging it? A drunken person is a happy person.
Alright, gang. Why would you leave a skeleton outside of your mine entrance? I guess to look rugged.
What is that smell?
It's the manly smell of brut. An alchemical compound I use to hide my unfortunate body odor problem. Oh boy. Ick! Skewers!
The gods must have been drunk the day they created you.
You're as good as dead.
You hurt?
No, I'm fine. But thanks for your concern. I'm perfectly okay. Let's loot some skewers. Jump! Haha! I see no particular loot here. Ooh, burnt corpses.
What happened here?
It looks like the miners here were murdered. then set on fire, then their burnt corpses fed to skeevers, plus somebody decorated the outside of the mine with a skeleton. So, my guess would be naughty things.
Why would anyone do this?
I'm not sure. Profit? A sex thing? It's usually one of those two.
You know, we could make a bit of money by mining some more. What? You don't think I would stoop that low as to do peasant work? So how about you go and mine us some more?
Sofia. You know, we just met, Sofia, and yet I feel like I really missed you. Let's go a little bit deeper into Bloodlet Mine.
This place is filthy. There's dirt everywhere. Well, of course there is, we're in a mine. Still, I don't like to get dirty. Well, not that kind anyway.
Ooh, free pickaxe. Before you ask, Sofia, no, I'm not going to spend some time mining. Not at the moment, anyway. Well, some nice stuff. Nothing yet that gives an explanation of what's happened here. Ooh, bedroll. What do you think, Sofia? We could live here. Stop all of this pointless adventuring, give up on the plans to get to the school of spellcasting. We could just live in this mine. Eat skeevers. I'm sure there must be a well somewhere. Ooh, a troll. You guys killed a troll without me. I am like the worst leader. Really. Leader is not the correct phrase. I am the worst. Employer would be the correct phrase, except I don't think I actually pay any of you. I guess the correct phrase is follower. I am like the worst follower. Ooh, another door. Let's see what lies through this door.
You're as good as
It's gonna cost you.
die. You okay?
You guys are awesome. I have nothing to worry about. As long as you're in front and I am well behind, you and my death guards are going to protect me perfectly. I am so proud to be following all of you guys, and boy, we are going to kick some total ass here, aren't we?
Whoa! Don't look down.
Oh boy, do I wish I hadn't looked down. Also, the glare is killing me there. There we go. You guys push me off this mountain. Well, I'm not going to do anything if you push me off the mountain, but I'm going to be pretty pissed on my way down. Yeah, that won't help anything really, but...
Notice that people seem to always say the same thing.
Hey, this goes to the summit. You want to take a look?
Alright. Slowfall is one of the most useful spells that, technically speaking, is illegal
Hey,
now.
this is so cool.
As I understand it, Emperor, was it Oriel Septim the Last? wanted to screw with the Telvanni of Morrowind, so all forms of levitation and teleportation ended up outlawed, mainly because the Imperials couldn't really control mages who could teleport and levitate. The Mages Guild stopped teaching the spell, and soon you could only learn it from rogue Telvanni mages, which goes to show what happens when you make magic illegal. Slow fall is technically legal. You can jump off of a mountain and kind of control your fall with it. Water walking is in the same general area. Personally, though, I'm sure that someone somewhere must teach the levitate spell. Now that is the one we really want. Levitate and teleportation, the sweet spells. Teleportation is definitely still taught, just not legally.
That's quite a view, huh?
A Mountaineer's Journal. We made it. By the gods, who would have believed it? This surely must be the highest peak in the Gerald Mountains. To think, after everything we've been through, the months of planning, the attempt at the summit, the setting up of the base camp below the abandoned mine, building the frame. Here we are. That view. Cyrodiil to the south, Skyrim to the north, Hammerfell to the west. We will never forget this moment. This is surely a view to die for. The sun is setting, and we're about to make the descent before we freeze to death on the mountaintop. That shouldn't be a problem. All that timber in the mine we used to build our way up here, so it will be easy to make our way down. Without the resources, it would have been impossible. Poor Vidnar. Rokir was right about the south face being too dangerous. The wind would have blown us all to our deaths. He was wise to abandon that attempt and build our frame up the west face. Pity the other three were not here to see this. A strange fellow came to see us, a nice friendly chap. He informed us that our missing companions had been tragically killed when part of the Rottenwood edifice collapsed on the east face. That old mining frame should be avoided. Poor Sorella. She insisted on going with her parents, poor child. I guess we're going to find some dead bodies around here. We have decided to stay at the base camp for now. There are ample ore deposits, and as long as we avoid the saber cat and that stupid dumb troll, we can start a new life as normal citizens. Well, I'm glad I tried not to kill those guys. Obviously, they were trying to reform. We have decided to keep them unharmed to deter the new gold prospectors from muscling in on our patch, and we can start a new life as normal citizens, as we said previously. We have been told we can trade the ore in Falkreath, and the Jarl has decided to overlook our bandit status, as we are Nords. As long as we don't cause trouble or rob the locals and pay him a small tribute. It's so good to be able to drink the local mead, and we are planning building ourselves a real home soon. And Fricka is with child. Oh God, I hope Fricka is not the one that Sofia killed. Sofia, if you killed an expectant mother, I won't actually do anything, but I'll be mildly sad about that. I love her so much. Who knows? One day I will make a respectable woman of her and ask her to marry me. Oh well, the others are calling. Time to go. To you that is reading this journal, I say to you, well met. We are the first and not the last to conquer this peak. May it be written so. Jacob of Windhelm, Fricka Kjansen, Sigga Kjansen, Rokir of Riften, and Inga Argolson. Well, guys, congratulations. We did not actually murder a bunch of guys who were trying to remake their lives. Sofia only killed the one that actually opened fire on her. Well done, Sofia. That was a sad story, wasn't it, Rigmor? I feel quite endangered. Slow fall. Technically, I could just jump off the mountain and teleport everyone down after me. But this is probably the safer course.
You don't see as many Khajiits about these days. I guess they must have gone elsewhere. You get it? Elsewhere? Elsewhere?
I don't know which way to go. Oh dear, a person. People are always a problem. Several people. Not a good sign. Murder them or try to bargain my way past? Well, bargaining worked before. Let's try it again.
And where do you think you're going? This area is off limits to citizens. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're just passing through. We don't want any trouble. And by not wanting any trouble, we mean I don't want you to hurt me.
Not through here, you're not. Last warning. Wait a minute. The girl. Haven't I seen her face somewhere before?
Oh, you're going to go running to the authorities immediately, aren't you?
All right. You're going. This. Turn around.
You are one tough son of a bitch!
Not through here, you're not. Just a minute. Wait a minute.
You're going to
The
kill
girl.
me, aren't you?
Haven't I seen her face somewhere?
I don't want to die. But I'm going to pretend to be tough anyway, because clearly letting you live means that we get reported. And I can't afford to be hunted down. Maybe. Now step aside, friend, or it's the last thing you're ever going to see.
You just don't get the hint, do you? Alarm!
Don't say I didn't warn you. Talos wills it.
Meet my large army of friends. Oh dear, you have a large army yourself. Well, let's see if I can get a fear spell down there. Oh, fury spell rather.
Yeah, I have company, so I can do unspeakable things before.
You're as good as dead.
Most people like to hunt animals. I also love to hunt people. And pretty much. That's it. You just die already.
I am murdering a large number of largely innocent prospectors. I feel slightly bad about that.
You heard?
I'm not particularly good at that. Like I said, I feel slightly bad about that, but not so bad as to stop doing it. Plus, there is the undeniable fact that that guy was not going to just quietly let us pass. He really wasn't. Ah! Arrows! Arrows! Alright, when being shot at with arrows, you have limited choices, but one of those choices is definitely to create something else for them to shoot at. Oh, thanks, you're a big help.
What makes you think you're any different to the hundreds of others like you are?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
No, I didn't want to kill all these prospectors. I really didn't. But of course, technically, I'm not killing them. My companions are killing them. I'm merely witnessing this act of murder. It's not even an act of murder. This is an act of civil disobedience. I'm basically saying, no, I will not be bound by your petty laws and rules. I am a man of simple tastes. You can justify it all that you want, but basically you've just led your friends, or accompanied your friends, as they slaughtered a bunch of people who were just quietly mining. On the other hand, the guys that we spared now have a much larger territory that they can mine. So what's bad for these guys is great for our, I won't say friends, but people we didn't kill. So that's overall a good act, really, right? I mean, we helped people who didn't try to kill us in exchange for killing people who were going to report us to the authorities. So overall, we're the good guys here. Yeah, I don't really believe that either. Really clear on the path downhill. Obviously, I'm supposed to end up
You
that
and I
flat.
make a great couple. I mean like a team, not like... Forget it.
Rigmor. There's Sofia. Gore. And there's Rigmor. Hello! Hello, everyone! Hello, you incredibly dangerous people who I'm lucky enough to be traveling with. Guessing that fort is around here somewhere, right? Or not. Some guidance would be helpful. Alright, I can sort of see where the fort is. What's this up here? Alright, there's the fort. I'm hearing various terrible noises. Voices no sane man would wish to hear. Oh, goody!
You're as good as dead.
Well done, team. I knew you'd prevent my horrible death. Several times. Today. I appear to be carrying too much to be able to run. Well, luckily I have just the fix for that.
Need something? Yes?
What is the point of being a mage if you don't learn how to summon a merchant?
Take a look.
There
All
you
right.
go. Much later. Let's continue on our way to the fort. We are not a stealthy people. Guys, you still with me? Really, Rigmor? You're not even going to bother trying stealth? Really? Alright, we're headed to a fort. Generally speaking, a fort means soldiers, mages, heavily armed, very dangerous. So the key is to get them fighting each other before they're fighting us. Or at least them fighting anyone who isn't me before they're fighting someone who is me, namely me. Fort Black discovered. I see no sign yet. Talk to Rigmor.
Okay, this must be the place.
The fort looks heavily guarded, despite me not actually seeing anyone. You ready for this?
After you.
What do you mean after me? What do you mean after me? 5,000 gold is not worth this, really. Is that a guy? Ah, bad guys. Bad guys! What are you doing hanging out with me? Bad guys! Go get them! Fine. Really? Really? You're gonna sing a little song now? How very useful of you. Oh, actually, you're singing a happy little song while charging into battle. Well, good for you then. None of my spells are going off because my automatic spells are chewing up all my mana. That is not a good use of automatic spells. Feel the power! The terrible, terrible power! Ha ha ha!
Sorry for anything, but wake me on.
You know, there's a myth about taking dragon's teeth, throwing them in the ground, and them turning into an army.
So I can do unspeakable things.
As far as I know, that doesn't really work. But purchasing a bottled army,
I'll kill you where you stand.
that apparently works pretty well.
You're lucky I have company, so I can do unspeakable things to your corpse.
Bye! Really hope you weren't holding anything valuable. Really, Rigmor? You ran and gore! Boy, thanks guys! No wonder I was almost murdered. Jerks. Lucky for you, I just happened to be carrying an entire army in my pockets. Now, a lot of mages would say that my tactic of carrying a small army in my pockets and unleashing all of these conjured protectors against my enemies is horribly, horribly unfair. And to them I would say you are entirely correct. That was horribly, horribly unfair, and I would totally do it again in a minute. Because, you will notice, I am alive, and they are not.
I don't get it. Men say they wouldn't mind piercing me with their arrow, or stabbing me with a sword, and then walk away laughing. Should I be worried?
Yes, Sofia, you should be worried. We should all be horribly, horribly worried. Most of the time. Now, you and I both know that something utterly horrible waits behind this door.
Over here!
Ignore me! Ah! Ah! Don't hurt me! Ah! Don't hurt me! Ah!
Better this one than me. I'm...
Talos wills it.
Mercy!
Come on.
You killed the barmaid? Really? He's just a barmaid. And the bartender. You are one bloodthirsty and yet horribly effective woman, Rigmor. Well, let's clear up some of these bodies. Rest in peace, barmaid. You probably did not deserve to die like that. You.
Bunch of the guards used to put
Are you?
cell next to mine. Wasn't right. Wasn't fair.
You were in prison, I take it.
People say you shouldn't be naked in public, but managed to get a free outfit out of it, so it can't be all that bad. I mean, it's not like you would leave me walking around naked the whole time.
No, I wouldn't, Sofia. Alright, looks like so much good loot. You know, I don't like risking my life, but undeniably there was a lot of good loot. Door key. potions. Good potions. Rest in peace, Valmore Archer. Alchemy Lab. Oh, it has been so long since I've been near a well-equipped alchemy lab. I can't stop looting. I know it's not the appropriate thing to be doing, but I just can't stop looting. Mage robes. Amira's rot. Potions. Alright, deep breath. Ooh. Books. Finally, some books in this God's forsaken country. An enchanting table. I know that it would be very foolish to waste time on that enchanting table right now. Let's come back to it later. There we go. You guys go ahead. I'll be with you in a few minutes.
Now I see why I hated.
That's the way. See you. I'll end your miserable life.
They say actions speak louder than words, so I'll let my weapons do the talking.
Boy, I really hope Gore was not just killed. I would feel quite guilty if Gore were now just killed. I need some light.
So you're the strong silent type, huh? I bet you must love me talking to you all the time. Then again, who could resist spending time with me?
You know, Sofia, we could also quit the adventuring life and come live in this fort. I mean, we've killed everyone in the fort. Why not just take it over and live in the fort? I could sleep in that bed, keep my stuff in this room. Eventually some adventurers would come and kill me and take my stuff. Alright, I see the flaw in this plan. Jovan Urer. Or Juror, I never know with these guys. Master key to Fort Black. Completed Assault Fort Black. Search for useful items and talk to Rigmor. Sounds like a good plan. Let's check the place out and find out what's been going on here.
I'll search over here.
Great! I'll loot the bodies. As soon as my friends get out of the way, I will loot the bodies. Alrighty. Well, Rigmor seems to be used to looking around at things. Juror's Journal. I really don't know if it's Juror or Urer. Or Jovan Urer. Journal of Jovan Urer, Seer and Mage, to Tilar Adriath. Dear Journal, I read Jovan Jorer's journal. According to his journal, this place was indeed being used to do research on some Daedric artifacts that Rigmor apparently was associated with somehow. And the miners that we ended up killing had made a deal with the Thalmor to continue mining after the Thalmor had wiped out a couple of other groups. Finally, Jorer, who we did kill, was married. His beloved's name was Adriana, and Adriana is never going to see Jorer again. Which is very sad, but you know what? It's not my problem.
By the 9 Divines. I think you better take a look at this.
What is it? Let me see.
Looks like a breakaway Altmer faction. They're planning a military coup to usurp the Altmeri political class. What's that? Some kind of map?
Read Jorer's letter. To High Justicar Jorer, New Order of Alinor. The Order is waiting to hear of your progress concerning the 3 targets needed to move on to the second phase of the plan. I do not have to impress on you the importance of the task. Once the seeds of discord are sown, that fat Emperor will have no option but to move his army north to crush the Stormcloaks. Then we will be able to take control of the situation here, on the Isle, and complete the 3rd phase. Can I assume you will employ only the best bounty hunters and assassins to accomplish this task? Coin is not an issue, and they must be eliminated at all costs. If you want to keep the last high-profile target alive for your own whim, you will have to march on Solitude yourself. Do with her what you will. I will be relying on you, Jorer, to keep that army occupied. As soon as it becomes obvious it was a ruse, we will then be in a position to take what belongs to us by birthright. Failure is not an option. Long live New Alinor! General Tilar Adriath. Looks like the Thalmor too have a cunning plan. A map. A new Order of Alinor? 3 top-level targets? This doesn't sound good, Rigmor. Luckily, it also sounds like it has absolutely nothing to do with me, so I don't care that much.
Yes, but it doesn't mention who. What in Talos' name is going on?
They intend to sow discord and invade Tamriel, which means after I drop you off, I should probably find a boat.
By the gods, do you think the Queen?
I have very little idea who you're talking about. You mean Elisef? Yeah, now that you mention it, that's possible, I suppose. They could be out to capture Elisef. How does this have anything to do with me?
Then one of the other targets must be Tullius. But how will they get away with it?
My bet is on blaming Ulfric and his Stormcloaks. As I understand the plan of this breakaway Thalmor faction, they're going to somehow invade Skyrim, provoke the Empire into a counterattack, and use the ensuing chaos to overthrow the Somerset Isles and renew the war full out with the Empire. That all sounds very terrible. I'm sure it's a very clever plan. But again, nothing directly to do with me, Greebo Ogg, and I am the one that is most important to me. My bet is they're going to be blaming Ulfric and his Stormcloaks.
But then why go through all this trouble? Why not just invade and be done with it?
It's not Skyrim they want, Rigmor. They want Titus to send his army north so that they can take the rest of the Empire.
Yes, and the Northern Invasion Force will keep the Emperor's army in Skyrim, and Cyrodiil will be unprotected.
There, Rigmor, is your answer. If you'd like, I'd be happy to join you, and maybe we could go to, say, Yakuta. I understand Yakuta is wonderful this time of year.
We had better be getting back to Angie's.
Let's take this map and check we haven't missed anything else first.
Okay.
Check out the fort for more evidence. Alright, guys. Quietly. Quietly.
What was that?
Come on!
I shall defeat my enemies through the one tactic they could never have anticipated. Hiding behind a wall of my friends.
Damn you! I'll see you burn.
That worked a lot better than I was expecting. Now, Journal, I know that you can legitimately ask, what kind of adventurer hides behind a wall of his friends? And I think, Journal, that my answer would be one who wishes to remain. Fairly gross going on down there.
You've obviously never met me, otherwise you would be cowering right now.
I guess these guys have locked themselves in cages because they fear us so terribly. By fear us, I basically mean fear Rigmor. You know, I was hired to keep Rigmor safe. But I'm getting the strong impression that Rigmor's safety is considerably less in question.
I can't help feeling a kind of connection between us. I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's natural with you being a brave adventurer, and me, well, you know.
Dungeon Master's Note. Fort Black. Dungeon Master's Notes. Fort Black. Wow, Dungeon Master. That guy must be important. The prisoners, as I suspected, knew nothing of our operations here at Fort Black. Malik set about his work with skillful zeal. If the bandit miners knew of anything, they would have talked. Even the Icicle fool who appeared at the gate looking for some Redguard woman proved not to be a spy. The replica artifacts are now locked away down here, and work on them has ceased. We are to move to a new secret location very soon, as a newfound commodity is proving much more worthy of our hard work to strengthen military hardware. However much it pains me, Juror has ordered me to dispose of the girl. I will make sure Severus gives her a quick and clean death. It's the kindest thing I can do. Alright, I remember that earlier we found out that some of the miners had disappeared, and that among the miners who had disappeared was a couple that had a little girl. And the bodies of the couple, I think, had been found, but not the body of the girl. So, I'm wondering if that is the girl that is being referred to here. And here they are. The artifacts for which Greebo was willing to risk so much. A Daedric Amulet of Talos and a replica heirloom sword. Well, the replica... My God! Alright, the replica heirloom sword does insane damage. Very nice indeed. And the replica Amulet of Talos gives a nice boost to health, magicka, and stamina. In fact, a significant boost to health, magicka, and stamina. Quite the useful tool for the wandering mage, or adventurer, or in my case, coward. Nice stuff indeed. Amazing! Exact duplicates of your heirlooms. Also, if this is the sword you're carrying, I'm beginning to see some of why you're so deadly.
They have Daedric properties. The Amulet of Talos acts as full body armor, and the sword is very powerful. Thankfully, these are the only ones made.
What do you want to do with them?
Why don't you keep them? We had better get back and give the evidence of the plot we have to Ren. He'll know what to do. This is big.
What is the story, Rigmor, on the heirlooms, I mean?
They were found buried in a chest by the Thalmor when they arrested my dad. My mom and I didn't even know about them. All I know is that they were around 200 years old, and it's something to do with the College of Winterhold. One day I hope to go there and find out more. It's also one of the reasons why I came to Skyrim. Maybe we could check it out sometime.
Well, I think checking out the College of Winterhold might actually be fun, though I am here for the School of Spellcasting. Anyway, come on, let's move out. You ready?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Well, that all went far better than I could have reasonably expected. Feels weird leaving here.
By the gods!
What is it? What?
There's a little girl in here. Get her out of there.
Alright, move over and I'll open the door.
Hurry up!
Obviously, this is a moment of great crisis for
Please,
Rigmor.
have mercy. I beg you.
Don't be afraid, little girl. We're not going to hurt you.
You promise?
Well, my promises aren't exactly worth much. What is your name, little girl?
My name is Sorella.
That's a pretty name.
Have you seen my parents? The bad guys brought us here.
Well, we've met someone named Sorella. Alright, what do you want to do now?
Well, we can't just leave her here.
And what do you suggest?
Let's take her with us back to Angie's. She'll know what to do. Poor girl.
Need something? Ouch! Hey!
Sorry. Gore, get out of the way! Are you standing protectively before Sorella because you don't trust me with her? That's not necessarily a bad call.
Need something?
Gore?
Let's go.
I know you're hungry for attention, but right now it's Sorella's time.
Need something? Yes?
Hey there, Sorella.
Yes?
I'm afraid your parents are gone. I need you to be brave and come with us, okay?
Okay.
We're going to take you with us to Angie's. She's one of the good guys.
I know that place. That's where the crazy lady lives.
That's probably accurate. She will, however, take very good care of you until we figure out what to do, okay?
But what about the bad guys?
Well, don't worry, my friends just murdered all of them horribly. Well, I guess it's not technically murder. My friends here just butchered all of them horribly. We need to go. Are you ready?
Yes, I think so. The bad guys use this tunnel. We can get out this way.
Horribly as in the butchery was horrific, not horribly as in they did a bad job of it. I'm actually quite impressed in the very good job of it that my friends did. I was supposed to follow Sorella, but Sorella seems to be afraid to move around Gore, so let's get Gore out of there. Guys, over here, guys. There we go. That frees up Sorella. Where's Sofia? Hope she catches up. Probably off looting. Sneaky bitch. I hope I'm not missing anything. Ooh, bleeding crown. Flying mania.
I have been told that I have one of the nicest voices in Skyrim, or even Tamriel for that matter. Say I am inclined to agree.
Leave the area. Alright, team, ready to move out? Good. And so we escaped Fort Black and moved out into the night. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for Series 2, Episode 3 of Oak&IV Skyrim. If you liked the video, please click like and subscribe and share it around. It really does help a lot. If you have any questions about the mods used in the video, please click Show More for a list of essential mods, or ask me in the comments. I love hearing from people who've watched the videos. And I hope that I will see you again next time for Episode 4, where the gang will doubtless have a quiet and uneventful walk back to Angie's camp, and Greebo will fulfill his desire of going quietly to Riften, letting go of Rigmor so that she can go pursue her obviously very interesting destiny, while Greebo goes on to a safe and quiet career at the School of Spellcasting. Because after all, now that they're safely out of Fort Black, what could possibly go wrong?
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient order. Believe that Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn comes. Svarin badain focul maverakas val Agtenorak pagran fod nu son sindrosan Dovakin pahin kogan